challenge is something he shares with the man charged with making the case for the union and convincing us that we are in fact better together. Former Chancellor and Labour MP Alistair Darling.
Thank you very much.
He does have a reputation for being dull.
Comrades, Alistair Darling, Edinburgh North CLP.
The great-nephew of Sir William Darling, the wartime Provost of Edinburgh and a Unionist MP, Alistair was educated at Loreto, one of Scotland's top private schools, where, as a first year, it's reported he was the personal servant or fag for a senior pupil who turned out to be none other than ex-Chancellor Johann Lamont. Belonging to the same political party as Alistair Darling, Johann Lamont.
In danger of bringing out the school teacher in me again to get you to sit down and be quiet.
I didn't realise that there were these viragos, these women that would come in and blast you out of the room. Joanne was so fearsome. When she stood up at a constituency party meeting and said anything about anything, no one dared disagree.
Johann Lamont is elected.
After the 2011 election, Johann Lamont assumed the role of leader. At university, she met and formed a lifelong political and personal friendship with Margaret Curran, currently the Shadow Secretary of State for Scotland. No doubt, many of those guest speakers discussed the burning issue of the day, Labour's Scottish Devolution Bill, which was then inching its way through Westminster. Although it was Labour's bill, not everyone was on board with the idea. Whisper it. Neither Johann Lamont nor Alistair Darling were what you would call enthusiastic supporters of devolution back in the day. A radical young Darling's unkempt look made a doom-laden address to the party's conference.
They don't tell you that the army is going to impose a curfew in the country, that phones will be cut off, there'll be roadblocks, and that CS gas canisters have already been issued to the army for the control of the population when they find out what's going to happen to them. There'll be riots, there'll be raping, there'll be food shortages. Friends will be set against each other over the last can of food that they can find.
Since then, they've all clambered to the summit, or, as near as makes no difference, in their various parties. As Chancellor in the last Labour government, Alistair Darling, perfect chap to defend the status quo. Last year, Alistair Carmichael was welcomed to his job as Scottish Secretary, and this relatively unknown Highlander is already the subject of a press corps gag.
When Alistair Carmichael was first elected an MP in 2001 for Orkney and Shetland, he went down to Westminster and he was staying in a hotel for the first few weeks that he was there before he found a flat. And in the hotel bar, he was being chatted up by a young woman and he thought, this must be because I'm an MP, I'm powerful these days, it must be attractive to women. And halfway through the night, after a couple of drinks, she said, you do know that I'm a call girl? And he said, a call girl? I would never have guessed from your accent, I'm an Isle man myself.
In that 2011 election, Alex Salmond's SNP broke the system by securing an overall majority in a parliament everyone believed would produce permanent coalition government, thereby setting in course the events that have taken us to this referendum.
We've been told for 300 years that we must be independent, that we must remain in this union which is critical and crucial and indispensable to the future of Scotland. And here is one individual who's saying, no, it's not. We can do better on our own.